What's up, everybody?
Once again, I'm breaking
I
through
want to
my
thank you
matrix. I'm the
all
chosen one to do this for me.
for coming
No
to my
stress,
channel
no doubt,
to
no fear
embark on this
mongering,
spiritual journey with me,
no trauma.
to
No
listen to
memories of
my
the past can mess with
crazy
what I'm on the cusp of
stories,
manifesting into my physical realm. I'm letting loose so many hidden major
and to
parts
just
of who
have
I am. My
fun, no
energy is fused
judgment.
with knowing all that I just said
Well,
is true.
before we
I'm
do,
watching my mind. I'm
vibe
witnessing my
out with me
heart. I'm
just a little
listening in
bit.
stillness.
Do you feel me?
No peace, no calm. I know stillness. I know calm. I know peace. I know calm. Serenity. Stillness. I know serenity. Stillness. I know stillness. Peace. Serenity. Stillness. Calm. 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 Peace. Peace in my mind.
Yes, 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 yes. It's your girl, Phoenix. You thought I was gonna say Aries D. Of course, Aries D is still around. That's my shadow self. We best friends. Ain't you best friends with your shadow self? But if you know me, you know me. My name is Phoenix. That is my spiritual name. That is my divine higher self's name. Aries demon is my shadow, and Naya is my flesh name. And I want to tell you thank you for coming in and watching the Phoenix series, to embark on this journey with me, to take every step with me, and to learn and to love and to be present in this moment, and to enjoy all the stories and everything that's happening around us. I want to say thank you. It's been so long. It's been a long time coming. If you used to watch my podcast, then you know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say. Grab your incense. Let me get this together. Grab your incense, grab your blunts, your drink, your smokes, your candles, and whatever it is that you like to do. Let's hop into it, because you know I'm gonna keep it real. What's up? What's up, everybody? And I want to say thank you for coming here. I have not been on my podcast in almost a year. The platform that I was on literally changed up every single rule that they had. So when I was trying to post any of my podcasts, it just wasn't working out. But then at the same time, life was happening. And you got to be present in this moment. You got to deal. You have to go through those things. But even with going through everything that I've been going through, I found enough peace and serenity. That's why I played that song, because every day it's not gonna be peace and serenity, but right now it's peace and serenity to me, and I cannot complain, even through the toughest of times. I cannot. I would love to sit here and share those with you guys. So, as you can see, I am in a new place. I'm in a new house. I am here doing my live podcast with you all, and honestly, I'm very excited. Let's just start with the new house. It's beautiful. It's so peaceful. I am so grateful to be here. The backyard is beautiful. The kids can be themselves. I've been renovating my backyard, and I cannot wait for y'all to see it. I wish we would have taken pictures from the beginning when we first had it. And up until now, it's so gorgeous. I've been doing bonfires back there. My fiance, and yes, you did. You heard it right. Hey, fiance. Oh, wait, let me fix my ring. It's like a low key ring. I wish y'all could see it up. Oh, wait. God dang it, camera. Bam, bam. It turns green sometimes. Oh, there we go. Damn, see that? I like it. It looks like a Loki ring. But your girl's getting married. I'm getting married in September 26th. So I can't wait to share that journey with you and folks. Girl's gonna be looking so gorgeous. Just wait. Oh yes, I'm gonna be looking gorgeous. And I'm excited. Okay, I can't wait to share that with you guys. But back to the house. It's so beautiful out here. Even at night, I can sit outside, and it's like it's what I manifested. Literally, what I manifested in here came out. You know, it was a journey to get here. It wasn't always good times where my kids could be running around playing, because we stayed at this apartment complex a few months ago, and it was terrible. It was terrible. The neighbors we had were just they the ick. I'm gonna just say that very much so. Let's do a little quick story time about that. Let's just catch up with me. Literally, there were 3 ladies living under us. We were living together around each other for years. There were no issues up until about maybe a year and a half ago. It got so bad I had to take them to court, not once, but twice. Okay, and it was so terrible. I had to take out a no stalking, no contact order against this one young lady that was living downstairs. They pretty much blamed me for the cops being called on them. I had nothing to do with it until they found out I had nothing to do with it. And even with proof, they didn't care. It got so bad to the first time when I took them to court. It's because, like, you know, like I told you, we were living with each other for years. No problems, no issues. Even our kids played together, you know. But they thought that I had something to do with it and started banging on the ceiling non-stop. It was terrible. And I have PTSD. It got so bad. They weren't banging on my room. They were banging on where the kids were playing and stuff like that, and they were just as loud. They would play music and have loud, lavish parties, and, you know, I'm like, we don't give a damn, because we go to the back into the rooms and be chill, and it won't be no noise, you know. My father was a DJ. I could sleep through any of the loud shit, but it didn't matter. Like, my kids could make one small thump and they would boom, boom, boom. I'm just like, you know what? The final straw was when my baby was 1 at the time. And literally, I need to stop using the word literally, but honestly, that last bang pissed me off that day. And I honestly, I snapped. Like I said, I have PTSD really bad, and banging like that really hit the switch. So let me tell you something. I went off. I started banging back. Took the chair, was banging on the walls. Told her, I said, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. She gonna come outside. Come outside. And I said, bitch, I ain't going nowhere. Talk to the cops, ho. I ain't gotta talk to your stupid weird ass. They were terrible neighbors, and they just the type of people who feel like they can just punk everybody. Bitch, not me, ho. I'm too damn grown. I'm getting older. I have 3 children. What I look like? First of all, what will I look like leaving my 1-year-old baby upstairs unattended to come fight your weird dumb ass, knowing I would take you through there. I would take you through there just for fun. And then the sister showed up with a bat. Bitch, what you gonna do with the bat? Because I probably might hit you with my car later. Just for having it. You know? But it got so bad, we got into the argument. And it was just like, you know, I can't take it anymore. So I took him to court. Got to court the first time. And I ended up dropping it. I'm going to tell you why. Hold up. We're going to get to the second time I took him. I dropped it because the ladies at the office, they all came and threatened both households with kicking us out. And it's just like, you know what? I've been told these ladies I didn't have a problem. I had nothing to do with the cops being called. They just need to stop fucking talking to me, stop bothering me, and stop bothering my fucking children. If you know me, the one thing I've gotten better with that, but the one thing that'll set me off is if you say or do something to my fucking children, you gonna see another side that ain't pretty. But otherwise, just stay away from me. After that, I thought it was over. So I dropped the case because I thought after they came, it wasn't going to be no problems. Wrong. Wrong again. One of the young ladies just would not. When I tell you, she was watching me, everything I did. When I would come outside, she was there. When I would go inside from coming outside, she was there. When my fiance would go out there, she was there. Literally, I had to put up a Ring door camera, and literally she felt that was her time to shine, put herself on display, to just leave nasty, disgusting messages about to me. Eventually called me a fat bee, talking about my children, just saying weird stuff. And it's just like, can you move on with your life? I think she was mostly upset because she felt like she wanted to get a one up. And I mean, be a loser. That it's okay to be a loser. It's hard. It's hard to one up when you're doing the wrong thing. Because what are you trying to one up? If you're doing something wrong, why are you trying to run up somebody? That doesn't make sense. But after that, I didn't say anything for months. I just let her do her talking. The smartest thing that I could have did, lesson learned, was to just shut up, let them talk. So I let her talk and stalk for a long time till it came up to the last incident where I guess, how can I put it? We were cleaning out our fridge and son thought it was okay to throw ice out the window. It's okay. I talked to him about it. But she decided to come. When I tell you, spend months, she was just running her yak. Blah, 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 blah. Every single day. She just kept coming and going. And I just was like, I'm tired of it. And just watching me in my car, watching my children. It was weird. It was weird. So I had to take her to court again for the verbal harassment and for basically stalking me. They approved like a temporary stalking no contact order. But when it came to taking them to court for a trial, the judge was pretty terrible. The older sister, tried to take one out on me, but they didn't approve because she wrote in there, she's telling lies on my family and I feel unsafe. Ma'am, how do you feel unsafe? We're not even around each other. I work nights constantly. I'm off 1 day here, 2 days here, so you don't see me at all. I'm either in the house chilling or running errands, or I'm at work, or I'm asleep. I really don't do much. I really don't like being out here with you bums, and I don't like being around y'all. Not even your badass kids. Your kids are bad. They are. They're bad as fuck. But yeah, it just came to the point of I had to take them all to court. And like I told you, the judge was unfair. She felt like it was just a neighbor dispute, and she also mentioned that she was going to throw out my case because she felt like if she wasn't in my face or leaving notes and stuff like that, it wouldn't matter. I'm like, see, this is what happens when people just get hurt. Y'all be waiting for a motherfucker to get hurt. Not me. She would have been got hurt. But you know what? Like I said, I grew from that all. And it was definitely a testy time. But I was really upset with that whole trial. The judge basically, I feel like the judge was being very rude. Even with the audio, I had all a bunch of too many videos to count. She was like, so, well, I don't feel like this. I don't feel like she was doing anything. It just looks like she's walking past just talking. To who? She doesn't have an earphone in her ear. She's basically mentioning me. She's saying my upstairs neighbor, my this, my that, and you guys think that she's just talking. If I was to post these videos, you would be like, damn, she was doing all that. Yes. And then she was like, I can't hear anything. I told that judge, I said, what can you not hear? My fiance stopped, was like, oh snap, here she go. And I told the judge, I don't see what you can't hear. I said, are these speakers loud enough for you to hear? Even my mother, who has MS and hard of hearing, can hear exactly what this girl said. Even her sister in the back is chuckling off of what she's saying. So I'm confused at what you don't. What are you waiting for? You waiting for her to be in my face, or should I file this under? Because when I called and asked what I filed this under, that's what they told me to file it under. And then you come into court and try to humiliate me. By the time I left out court, I was so upset. Tears were running down my face. Not tears of sadness. Tears if I'm pissed the fuck off. That you hoes had me waste my time going through all this, having my evidence, and you telling me they just won't go through with it unless they in my face. Well, that'll be stupid for them to get in my face, don't you think? Like, the girl just won't quit. But I guess with that, I just have to walk out of court with an L. And I'm like, okay, I'll walk out of court with an L. I was upset. Same day, I went to the office at the complex. I have to go find the landlord another one. The landlord over there is so shitty. She don't give a damn. No matter what, she knew I wasn't doing anything, but I just feel like she was a shitty landlord. She was never there. She was very judgy. She wouldn't even come out the office to speak to me. And I was trying to speak to her about switching units. Like, I've been begging, but I owed on the apartment complex, which I've been paying down. Me and my fiance were paying down because we hit a rough patch after a while. Cause it was a rough patch. But within that same day, I got an email from the landlord because I was in this payment plan to get my stuff paid off. She told me in the email that you opted and defaulted out of your payment plan because I missed the payment. And I forgot whatever else is said in there, but pretty much, yeah. And that I had until April the 6th to get my stuff and get out. Me and my children and my fiance. How you doing? How you doing on that one? I was so pissed. I'm like, seriously? I lost in court. Then on top of that, you're telling me I have to get out of my apartment within the next few weeks. And this is in March. Imagine my thought process. Like, you cannot be serious right now. Seriously. You guys, I felt so low to the ground. I felt like I failed my kids at that time. And I just, in that moment, I didn't know what to do. All my savings that I had saved, I knew I had to use them. I went through my birthday feeling very shitty. I lost a case, and like the girl comes back to me, woo, I won a case. Woo, wow, bitch, fuck you. Then on top of that, I'm getting an email from the landlord telling me I basically have to pack my stuff and leave. And I felt like with that, she could have helped. I feel like the landlord just didn't care. I felt like in that moment of, wow, I really failed my kids. I have to leave. Now I have to look for a place ASAP before something is on my background, because I can't be homeless. I can't be down and out with my kids. This was something that I fought when I was younger, and here I am going through this again with my children. What? Everything that I was going through in that complex with the neighbors, it was hell on earth. I can promise you that. These are some more story times that I'll get into in a few more just a few more my videos. I'll get into those a little more about lessons on that one, but let's keep going. But I can tell you it was the most toughest time. I did not feel confident. I was so tired of going outside. My fiance would have to push me to go outside. I was always angry. I was always upset. But I was like, I'm losing my place that I've been here for years. I put money into. I worked hard for my kids to have this place to begin with. And like I said, I just felt low. What am I going to do? Was the first thing. I would go to work just sad, upset. I was crying. Like, I've done everything right to this point. Everything. I even kept quiet. I did this. I did that. I don't understand why this is happening to me. Like, why? I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to be put in this position. I didn't ask to be continuously arguing with people who I don't care about. I like to stick to myself. I like to be around people who love me. I like my kids to feel like they're at home. I want my kids to be happy. My kids weren't even happy there. My kids were so unhappy there with everything that was going on. They didn't even want to be there. They were at my parents' house most of the time. Like, if I would work, they would be over there. And I would just let them stay the night as long as they want. They would take them to school. And let me tell you something. I'm so grateful for my mom and dad, for them being there for those kids. I don't know where I would be if I did not have them. That really hurt me down to the depths of my core. My fiance saw me cry so bad. He goes, babe, I am so happy that you didn't cry in front of those people in court and you did it here instead with me. Because you did not deserve that. They said, do they know how much you spared? And honestly, the videos that I brought to court wasn't even half of what they were thinking. I didn't show the video of the girl dropping drugs at my door. I didn't show the video of her and her man always fighting physically outside. I didn't show any of that. Let me tell you something. That girl was terrible. She would always make weird comments of, you want to be like me. Let me tell you something. I never wanted to be. Even if I'm at my worst, I'll never want to be somebody but me. Do you hear me? Jealousy and envy don't live here. Never have, never will. You better ask some damn body. Even if, like I said, even if I'm at my lowest, I would always love me. I will always feel like it's me versus me before it's me versus anybody else, because I am my biggest competition and my biggest hurdle in life. Do you hear me? In those moments, let me tell you, I would go to work, look at places, go home, look at places. I was up till my eyes couldn't stay open, and I'll be off till like 2:00 in the morning. When I get off at 2:00, I was looking. When he was off, he was looking, just working and going. I'm just like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? But I would say this is where my spiritual gifts would have told me, or have been telling me, that this was coming to an end anyway. Seeing vultures mean coming to an end. Seeing certain things around me, certain signs, certain things just kept happening. Or why this guy, I'm losing money. I'm taking all this money out to pay for this, and I'm losing money on here. I'm not happy. When I get off of work, I would sit in my car and look at that door at the complex like, dang, why am I showing up here? I don't want to be here. So little did I know that this was going to be a blessing in disguise, because I tell you what, I'm just crying like, what am I going to do, divine? What am I going to do, ancestors? What am I going to do, universe? I've been trying everything, so what am I going to do? And before I could blink, a blessing came through for me that I didn't think was going to happen. It was this house. I'm like, me and him both, let me put this in. Even though I felt low, just like I told you, that's why Phoenix is my name. Even when I felt like things weren't going to work out, I knew that they were going to work out, if you get what I mean. I kept working. I kept pounding the pavement, because no matter what, I was going to make sure my kids had a home. Not a place to stay. That place that I was at was just a place. This is at home. So the universe came in clutch for me, and I came in clutch for me. You hear what I'm saying? I put in the work, and when I tell you that blessing came through and told me that, yes, you were approved for the house, let me tell you, do you know I was in so many tears? I came to see the house, and we let the kids pick the house because kids can pick up a vibes. Seeing how happy they were running around this place, I said, babe, he looked at me, babe, this is the place. Put the application in, came back, oh, you're approved. And I said, you ain't got to say nothing to me. Pack our shit, let's go. Packed all my shit. Let me tell you, my family and my fiance ain't never seen me move so quick. I had that shit packed up in the front room. My daddy came through in clutch. Like I said, I am so grateful for my parents because my daddy was like, don't worry, baby, we gonna get you up out of there before the 6th. I said, thank you, daddy. He bought the U-Haul, and that U-Haul was expensive, the biggest one you could find. Came in, he backed it up. Let me tell you, hoo-wee, I moved so fast. I moved so fast. That stuff was gone. I said, Daddy, don't even worry about it. I told them people at the office, I said, don't worry. I'll be out before the 6th. I was out before the 1st. Do you hear me? I was out before the 1st. Do you hear me? The universe said, we ain't done with you yet. You did exactly what you were supposed to. You stood up for yourself. You stood your ground. You stayed quiet and graceful through it all. Here's your home. When I tell you the kids' room was packed to the front, they was gone. My room packed. Baby stuff packed. Both bathrooms packed. All the food packed. I was out of there. There was no reason for me to be there anymore because I outgrew that environment. It wasn't a good environment for nobody to be in nowhere. They were shooting over there. People just acting crazy over there. And I was like, you know, right, you're right. It was time for me to go. And I'm happy that it was sad that it ended that way, but I'm happy that it ended that way. When I tell you, we were finally done and everything was packed into the back of that U-Haul, and I pulled off from that complex, my heart, my soul felt such a weight lifted up off my shoulders that in that moment, I knew that things were going to be all right, no matter how bad that they were. The thing about those situations when you get in a blessing like that, you want to give a universe a great laugh, tell them your plans. But this wasn't a plan. This is a place that I manifested. And I know I manifest because I always meditate. And this is a place that I would see in my mind. A beautiful place with nature. I have that in my home backyard and front. Seeing nothing but the beautiful birds. I see blue jays, cardinals, every bird you can find back there. Every insect. It's so lovely. Even my neighbors around here, they are so sweet, kind. And I don't think that I could be any more grateful for what it is that I've been through. I could tell you that their karma will be the hell of their own making. They're still there dealing with her crap because that girl always had drama every which way with a man or with somebody else. It was always problems. So the karma they will have is that entity living in that house with them that's going to follow them in the hell of their own making. Let them sit in it. Because when you remove yourself or you get removed from those situations, it's for the best. No matter how you look at it, I'm going to be continuously grateful for the moments because I am here. My kids are happy. Do you hear me? They get to run and be children and to smile. Oh. It took a while to adjust, and even I would tell both my sisters, I was like, it's so hard to shake it because of what I've been through and because how I got removed, but I am so grateful to be here. It took a while to adjust because, like I told you, I had PTSD, so a lot of thumping around, and I'm like, okay, I got the thing. I'm in the house. It's okay. It's okay for the kids to scream for once. And I don't have to hear somebody yelling at me or hitting my wall. And so the kids can breathe. They can run in their front and backyard. I could sit in my front and backyard. The peace that I have here, can't nobody take that away from me. I'm getting married in a few months. I'm getting married to the love of my life. I have a good job. I have a good home. I can finally have my family come over and they just feel comfortable in that home. Hell, having bonfires in the back. Try not to get too emotional with y'all right now, but I feel it. I think the purpose of this catch up with me is to let you know whatever hell that you are going through and back, it don't even matter. Because the peace that you have at the end of it is way more greater than the shit that you went through. I even lost a close friend recently. Just whatever reason, I don't know. And it hurt. But at the same time, I still have peace in my life. And that's something that nobody can take away from them or from me. I'm so happy that I got to come back on here and do my live podcast with you all, because to see where I started to where I am now, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. Yo, it is crazy how much the sky's the limit. What can I tell you? I can tell you right now, some of you are going through like a rough ass patch. And I feel you on so many levels. Sometimes it's okay to take that time to yourself to get your shit together. It don't matter what nobody says. It don't matter if they're mad at you. If they're mad at you, let the mask come off, because those are the type of people that don't need to be in your life. Do you hear me? Good or bad. If they don't wish you well, then let that mask come off. They weren't meant to be there. If they are speaking down on you and you have no clue about it, and they finally drop that mask, let that mask fall, because that is the universe removing them. Whether you remove them or they remove themselves, it's okay. That betrayal's gonna feel it, but that peace you gonna have, that's a dime a dozen. Do you hear me? With everything happening in this world, everything happening in this world, it is a dime a dozen to have the peace that you've been striving for. I don't know how many people are gonna see this video, and I don't really care. Just as long as this touches somebody to understand the hell you go through, it's not something that you're going to stay in. Surround yourself with people that's going to love you and understand you, even when you decide to disappear within yourself to better yourself. Those people who love you will always honor and respect your space, because when you come back, that love's still there. That was the people that were meant to stick around. The shit that you went through with this person, that job, that old school, or your spiritual journey, the shit that you went through, that it ain't gonna get no. It's not gonna get no worse. It's gonna get better, because the test that you keep going through repeatedly, it's gonna stop when you finally get it. We are not here to control every aspect of our life. We are here to be present. And that's why when I'm going through my spiritual journey, it took me away from so much. It's because it wanted me to be, the divine wanted me to be present. The universe wanted me to be present. It wanted me to see it. We understand all this shit's happening, even if by the worst people you live around. But where is your peace inside you while you're going through it? Cry, scream, be upset, be mad, but at the end of the day, do it with grace. Do it with what you know how. Don't let the situation test you. Don't let the test you. Even though you feel like you're struggling in that point because it wants you to let go of something. You going through that shit continuously over and over, them same situations, like the situations with my neighbors. It ain't the first time I dealt with a female like that. This ain't the first time in my lifetime that I've dealt like that. I've dealt like that since I was a child. A hating ass female that wasn't happy with themselves. Let me tell you, young lady, I would never want to be like you in this lifetime. Do you understand? I would never want to be a hateful spirit. I would never want to give hate where it was never given. I would want to be like me on my worst day, because you want to know why? That I have good karma coming to me, because I'm not putting out that shit. I don't match negative, nasty, low vibrational energy. We gonna rise above it. Even if you have your moments of slipping, take your time to stop yourself and say, hey, wait a minute. What the fuck am I being tested about? And how can I rise above this test? Rise above that motherfucker. Don't let it be your entire don't let that test take you so far down into the darkness you stay there and it becomes delusion. I forgot who I was speaking to, and I said, man, delusion has become a disease these days, because everybody's just picking up things that's not even there. People are hating you for reasons you don't even know why, because you are a light source. Even if you were in the darkness, you are a light source. And them people are going to hate you for just being you. Let them. Them people are going to hate you for you rising above stuff. Let them. Them people are going to hate you for taking the time out for yourself. Let them. Those people are going to hate you for having peace of mind. Let them. Let the mask fall off and move the fuck on and find your peace of mind and manifest what it is that you're supposed to manifest, and take that manifestation and love it and be grateful for it, because at the end of the day, you are the leader of your own journey and destiny, and can't nobody take that shit away from you. Period. Don't be the type of person to blame everybody for your shortcomings. We have to stop and take accountability for why these tests keep happening. And if it's a constant one and it's so familiar, there is a reason it keeps happening. You are making the decision. You're not making not so many good decisions, so it's going to keep coming. That test going to keep going. Don't let it. Be above it. Do you hear me? Because look. I think that I am grateful for every test that I've been through. Every friendship lost, I am grateful for those lessons. Thank you for being a season and a reason. The apartment that I lost. Thank you for being the comfort I need when I first moved out there, when I was getting back on my feet. You were there for a season. The jobs that I lost was there for a season, because the job I'm at can step up and become anything better than that. Thank you. So I'm going to end this podcast on something beautiful, and I want to tell you guys, every day you wake up, be grateful for how far you come. Think about from when you started to where you are now, because some of you have came further than your circumstances. Don't let those low moments stop you from being grateful for how far you came. Thank you for tuning into my first video, my first live podcast from me to you. Again, let me reintroduce myself to the world and who I am. My name is Phoenix, and I rise from every situation that has been put in forth of me. Trust you, believe in me. Shit don't keep me down. I can promise you that. And at the end of the day, I love you. Thank you for being here. You are beautiful. You are lovely. You are worthy. You are smart. You are divine in every aspect. You are divine, protected in every which way. No weapons formed against you shall prosper, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Do you hear me? And That's all the time I had. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And to tune in again to the Phoenix series. Bye.